All right, now I'm ready for real this time. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Yes, sir. What it do, what it don't, what it is, and what it ain't. It's your boy, Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka No Sleep for Don Otaku. And of course, I'm here with Subeg, aka Subeg, aka the Green Thumb, aka the Gaming Gardener, aka what you got for me today?
AKA Next Gen Subeg, bruh.
Let's go. And of course, this is Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast, working title, episode 44. 44.
I think it's 45.
45.
I think last week was 44. I don't know, bruh. I could check real quick.
I actually got it. Let's see. I think it is 45. Yeah. Yeah, 45.
Yeah.
All right. But of course, we're here to talk about the game and the whole game and nothing but the game. Actually, a little bit more than gaming. But how have you been, bro? What you been up to?
I've been good. Been working a lot, been grinding out a lot. I'm almost done with my Yakuza review, so I'm kind of happy to get that pushed out. Yesterday because I have all like the gameplay stuff. Mini games are easy to talk about. You know, even the side content's easy to talk about. But it's like I feel like the story is such a like. I wouldn't say I don't want to say convoluted, but it's very like there's a lot of turns. You know, there's a lot of like there's a lot of revelations and stuff, and it's like if you spoil those revelations, then they just don't hit hard. So it's like I spent like 2 hours writing like almost like a whole synopsis of the story, and it was like 1.5 pages, and I was like reading it, and I was like, nah, I was like, this is dead ass giving the whole game away. So then I fucking erased it all pretty much, and then I was like, let me just do like a quick like introduction into like how they're introduced in the actual game, like instead of like kind of giving like a whole overview. But I did that. I kind of got to it was like maybe like 3.5 paragraphs instead of it being like almost like 6 or 7. So it was good. So I'm in the process of trying to get that out, and then been gaming, playing Counter-Strike a lot. I've been doing a lot more at-home workouts too, just because there's just some times that I just can't get myself out to the gym, you know. It's like, but I still want to get a workout in, or I shouldn't say I can't. It's more that I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to make excuses for it, but still, I build up a sweat regardless of where I work out. That's all that really matters to me at the end of the day. But I'm good. What about yourself?
Been cooling. Actually have my mom visiting, which is
Okay.
a lot of fun. Haven't seen her in a while. Ever since I moved to Portland. So that's been cool. Just been hanging out. I've been bestowed a new son.
Oh, you got a little plant?
His name is Randy the Fourth. Randy the Third died.
Oh no.
So this is the replacement.
Put some eggshells in it to give it some sustenance.
We actually do that.
Yeah.
But I've been forced into taking care of that. But yeah, I've just been chilling though. I been playing a game and I wrote my preview for it, and I was writing this preview trying to hit embargo date, and I missed it by a few hours because I was a little bit late to start on it, but I missed about a few hours. I like finally wrecked it out, and I was like, all right, I made it on the date at least. It's cool. And then to find out that they actually pushed back the embargo date. So I still can't talk about this game. Which sucks because I really want to talk about it, but should be next week. I can really get my thoughts out. But totally unrelated. Have y'all seen the PC version previews for Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion? I heard they're really good. But yeah, man. I just been playing these games that I have to review. A lot of Story of Seasons, a lot of No Sleep for Kaname Date, which I really need to. I'm finishing it up now. I need to get that review out. And then I've just been working on this preview. So literally, I barely been able to play Rematch. I've barely been able to play Donkey Kong Bonanza because I basically gave that review to Arcade because I just did not. There was no way I'd be able to play that as well and review it. I also haven't been able to play Fortnite in forever, which feels weird because I usually play Fortnite like almost every night, and it's been almost a month since the last time I played it. And now they got the new season coming out with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Halo UNSC Spartans. I'm like, bro, I gotta get back on Fortnite. But I'm not complaining though, because most of the games that I've been playing for reviews have actually been really good and enjoyable, so can't complain. There's just, as usual, too many good games to play. And then there's the Drag X Drive demo coming up, and Battlefield 6. I got the early access, so I'm like, man, am I actually gonna be able to really sink my teeth into either of those? Like,
yeah, everything just is all at once, dude.
Yeah, but
everything. But I was gonna say, but with like so you know how it says Drag X Drive, right? But in the actual like Nintendo briefing of the game, they call it Drag and Drive.
Sounds about
so
right.
It's like, is the X supposed to be and?
So it reminds me
like,
of,
even for Daemon X Machina, is it Daemon and Machina?
So I don't like, because Hunter X Hunter, which is what I always call it, but it's actually just Hunter Hunter. It's not even Hunter and Hunter.
Oh,
the X
really?
is literally just silent. It's Hunter Hunter. So
what the fuck?
I feel like they just be making shit up on the spot.
There's no rules.
They be like, what is just for, is either just for aesthetic or they're replacing something with the X just to make it look cooler. But
yeah,
I'm gonna call it Drag X Drive. I'm gonna call it Hunter X Hunter, and I'm gonna call it Daemon X Machina.
Okay.
But like Daemon X Machina is actually a thing, so I would think that it would be Daemon X Machina. So I don't know, but that's basically all I can say about what I've been playing. So that's basically my section.
That's hella funny. What have I been playing? Honestly, I guess I really just been playing Counter-Strike. Outside of Yakuza, because I downloaded Yakuza on the PlayStation as well, just to like test it out.
Do a comparison.
And yeah, the Switch version looks better than the PlayStation 4 version for sure, but it's definitely still a port. Most of the changes I see is just in resolution, honestly. Everything outside of that's the same, but it's also because Yakuza 0 is on the engine that predates the Dragon engine, the engine that Like a Dragon's on, and Judgment, and even Yakuza 6 and Kiwami 2. So there's not much they could really do. I feel like that engine was already tapped out with Yakuza 0. But there are qualities of the older engine that I like over the Dragon engine, like the responsiveness. it's way more responsive, in my opinion. Even just moving the characters and like the punches and stuff. I was talking to some of my friends just on Discord. They were saying like it is more of like a 3D fighting game instead of like it being like a brawler, how it is in like the Dragon Engine games. But yeah, man, it's Yakuza, bro. It's like I'm really having a hard time like finding like things that I don't like about it. But I don't want to like overrate it, you know what I'm saying? Because it is just a port of a game that came out 10 years ago. So I'm kind of just at this point, I'm kind of just like, what the fuck do I score it? But I'll figure that out. But but outside of that, man, I've been playing. I started up Stellar Blade just last night, just to have like some action game to play. I didn't really feel like playing Rebirth because that was the other game that I was kind of thinking about jumping in, but bro, it's just, bro, that game it's just too like stop and start. It's
Yeah.
like can you please just like find a rhythm, you know? Like that's how I feel like when I'm playing it. It's like they have no rhythm with that game. But yeah, not much. I'm trying to think.
Mods have you downloaded for Stellar Blade?
I'm playing on the Tray station, so
Never mind then.
so zero, absolutely no mods. Unfortunately, but it looks good. It runs good. It still feels like just like generic action game with like a, you know, like a Gunner skin over it, like, to be honest. But it's cool though. It's cool. Just wanted something to play that's not so deep. But I don't think I haven't been playing Rematch either because my achievements are bugged. It's not making me want to play it.
Tisk.
Yeah, that I know, but that's really it. Not much. Just trying to get out of the content, doing more research more so than playing, I guess.
Okay, I feel you. All right, well, you want to just go ahead and jump right into the news?
Sure, let's go. Let's do it.
All right. Well, actually, I got a
No on the radars?
Yeah, I actually have an on the radar. It's been a while, and I guess this isn't really an on the radar because this game is out.
Yeah.
But it's a very like niche, out of there kind of game
I think I know where you're going.
because this is a fan-made game that has I seen some clips and I was like, yo, what is this? Because this shit looks crazy.
Mhm.
And the game is Hyper Dragon Ball Z. So this is a 2D fighter, pixel art style Dragon Ball Z game that has these crazy finisher and like special animations, special attacks. The fighting is actually like A1. This is if this game would have came out, like if Arc System Works would have made a Dragon Ball Z game in 2000, I'll say like 1997, this is what it would have been like.
Yeah.
Like they have all of the newer Dragon Ball Super characters and stuff like that. They have a pretty big roster, and it's Mugen. If you know Mugen, that is a open source fighting game engine where you can basically add any and all characters of your own volition. So it's also like the easiest way to get viruses. I've killed like 3 computers as a kid just downloading random Mugen stuff that ended up being viruses. So make sure you, as an adult, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to avoid that. But back then, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was like, what? Super Saiyan 10 Goku? Hell yeah. And then it's a wrap. But yeah, this is a Mugen Engine game where they just made an amazing Dragon Ball Z fighting game, and it's free. You don't have to do too much setup, or like usually with Mugen you gotta do like the whole setup of trying to download everything. They have it all in a pack. You just download it, install it, and you're good to go. So if you have a PC and Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero hasn't been doing it for you, download Hyper Dragon Ball Z, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. But honestly, that is really all that I had as far as on the radar. Anything for you though?
Okay, so we got this month is crazy. I don't know if you've seen the schedule, but it's like
Yes.
it's fucking ridiculous, and it's not stopping until like November, which there's like only 2 games that are announced in November right now. So I think COD might end up actually landing in November this time around, just because October is so packed. But that's besides the
I
point.
mean, it's Call of Duty. Like, Call of Duty doesn't move for anyone. Like, people move for Call of Duty.
Yeah, but it's just like sometimes it's in October, sometimes it's in November. I'm just saying, like, I think this time around it's probably gonna end up being in November. But which I think is smart for Xbox to do. I think that's I don't know if I said that on the show before, but they should always cap their year with COD. Like don't drop anything to coincide with it. Just COD and then boom, you know. But
Wait,
maybe something in December, something small.
I was gonna say, when is Outer Worlds coming out?
Outer Worlds is coming out the second to last week of October, I think. The
Okay.
21st, maybe, or the 23rd, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, they
So that's
probably
what I'm
will
saying,
do
like-
November then, because
Yeah,
I don't think they should drop that within the same month.
and then like I think Outer Worlds 2 is like within the same week of like Ninja Gaiden 4 or something like that, or maybe Keeper, or I don't know. But it's like they're just stacking all their games. Like again, it's like, bruh, like can you guys
Also,
can you guys not do that?
Also, I think because of Battlefield and Xbox having a really good relationship with EA, I think they will push Call of Duty a little further back away from Battlefield's launch to give them a good head start. You know?
Yeah, for sure. I think I don't know if this is confirmed, but I think PlayStation does have Battlefield marketing. But but you're right though, because Xbox does have a good relationship with EA, so it's like they should incentivize it also doing well, which makes sense. But Drag X Drive, that comes out soon.
Yeah.
Super soon. I think it comes out on the same day that Battlefield 6's open beta drops
it's
too,
the
right?
day after.
The day after?
Yeah,
Okay,
as
so
far as the demo, the little playtest.
yeah. I'm so excited, man. That game looks so fun, dude. Like, and since no achievements, I don't gotta worry about that, you know. I don't gotta worry about them getting bugged or not, so I could just play it just for fun.
As you can see, not having achievements will actually improve your enjoyment of the game, because you don't have to worry about getting or not getting the achievement. Isn't that a crazy concept? Nintendo was right all along. Nintendo was right all along.
That's hella funny.
Achievements were a mistake.
So Kirby's DLC comes out this month. I'm so excited for that too, because 60 FPS.
You saw the overview trailer?
I'm actually media blind on it, bro.
Okay.
I'm not watching.
Yeah, I would not watch it.
Okay.
It's I mean, it didn't really show a lot, but
yeah,
it showed enough where I do feel like I probably should have just went in blind with this.
Yeah,
but it's looking.
I'm so excited,
really
dude.
Good. Actually, I'm gonna put that on the radar as well. We need some Kirby love. I'm gonna put that on the screen.
That game is so good too. That game is so good. Because I haven't 100%ed it, but like I've been slowly like, you know, coming back in and out into that game, and just like trying to just hop into stages, collect everything, and like being like, okay, I'm good. Just like over the course of months, and it's just so fun, dude. It's such a good game. Like I even booted it up because I was like maybe it already does have the 60 FPS stuff, but no DLC. But yeah, I booted it up. I was like,
I tried.
It's still the old one. Yeah, it's still how it looks on the Switch one.
Only thing I wish they would have improved co-op, and one, made it online, and two, let you co-op with another Kirby instead of Waddle Dee. That's literally the only thing that I wanted for the Switch 2 edition. but I'm still okay with what they did. But the next 3D Kirby, we need full co-op Kirby's. Like, don't half-ass with a Waddle Dee that only has a certain moveset. Or at least have multiple characters for co-op. Like, I'll allow that. If you have like at least 3 or 4 other characters to choose from, maybe. But or like Superstar has the partner character where Kirby can basically turn any power that he has into a co-op partner. Bro, Superstar will always be the best Kirby game. Because not only could you can play co-op, but you could have a CPU like in Star Allies. I think you were able to have a team of AI, right?
I have no idea, bro.
I can't remember. But Superstar,
I can look it up though.
I love that you could just roll around with a CPU like by your side, an AI helper that would just fight with you, and you just create one from whatever power that you had. That will always be my favorite Kirby game. But Forgotten Land is like right behind it. But yeah, man,
it does look like you can do CPU teammates in that game.
Yeah,
in Star Allies.
So. But Star Allies also kind of was
meh.
Yeah, a little bit. Fun to play in co-op though. Just not a good single player game.
Sure.
But
yeah, that's really it. Honestly, I mean, there's other games like Lost Souls Aside, fucking Shinobi, Metal Gear Delta. There's so much dropping this month.
Yep.
It's kind of ridiculous.
And Ninja Gaiden Ragebound also came out.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Well, that came out last month, but yeah, I
thought
got
it came out like the beginning of August. I can't remember.
No, the 31st was the date.
Well, yeah.
But still, yeah, last day of July.
But yeah, man, a lot's happening this month, and then I still haven't even played one of my most anticipated games, Grounded 2, because of everything going on, and it's sad.
It's good though. It's early access. It'll be a better project in like, you know, in the months ahead.
But that's really all I got for On the Radar. So let's go ahead and jump into some of the news that's going on. Actually, I guess this is technically news, but we got a little discussion topic. What the hell is going on with next gen Xbox and PlayStation? Now, I will defer to Subegos because I've not been keeping up with any of this, but he has been making sure to post everything, and I'm like reading everything that he's been posting. So Subegos, why? But also,
why is there a next gen or what?
Yeah, why is there a next gen in the first place? But also, what is it even gonna look like? Because where do we even go from here?
Yeah, it's companies pretty much telling to just keep on consuming, pretty much. But it's crazy. Yeah, I was thinking about it too. Just like this morning, I was like we just got the PS5 Pro last year. I feel like the console generation, like, obviously it's already been 5 years since the consoles came out, or 4.5, or 4 and like 8 or 9 months, whatever. But like, it does feel super quick, like, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, like, PS5 Pro just came out, but it also is in line with what Sony has stated, like, with their like research and development and all like that, like with shipping consoles. It takes them around 5 years to do all that. Like, Mark Cerny has literally stated that. And it lines up because with all of the rumors, they all come from like documents from 2023, which is like, this is what we want the next stuff to, or the next consoles to target, right? So it's like they have the target, and now it's like they're working to hit that target. So it's like that's the phase that they're in now, but we already kind of know what like the consoles are targeting or what they want, which I guess I'll just say. Kepler L2 said that the PS6 will be like a 9070 XT, and then the next Xbox will be like a 5080. But that's what he says. I don't necessarily like to compare AMD's GPUs to NVIDIA's GPUs.
I was about to say that's a weird comparison to make. Why wouldn't you just use another AMD card? Exactly.
Yeah, like because in RDNA 4, which is the generation they're in right now, there is no like 80 tier card or 90 tier card for that. Like there's no like 7900 XTX equivalent, which is like which would be like AMD's equivalent for that, like the highest tier competitor for NVIDIA. But in RDNA 4, there is no competitor for them right now. Like they top out at the 9070 XT, which is supposed to be kind of like a 4080. But it is going to be on their next generation of RDNA, so it's not going to be RDNA 4. It is going to be RDNA 5, or if they call it UDNA is the word that I'm seeing thrown out. And I do think that they will change their naming scheme again, because I think like calling it like a 1190 XT or whatever would be like fucking stupid. That sounds like a what the heck?
Camera.
Oh god. But I think that they'll change the number schemes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your camera, bro.
You should have seen what because my camera is on a gimbal. That motherfucker started doing the robot. It was just swinging around and shit.
Yeah, I seen that shit. But so how I'm thinking is like it'll be on. So the it'll literally be what the PS5 and the Xbox Series X is right now. Not counting the S, of course, because the S is like a little bit of a tier down between both of those machines. But it'll be like the Series X is a little bit more powerful, and then the Series X successor is a little bit more powerful, and then the PS5 successor will be a little bit less powerful than the Series X successor. But it will be like it'll have advantages. Like it'll have like some architecture advantages, you know, some things that will make it a little bit better, and some things that will make it a little bit worse. Just kind of like how it is now. But overall, they'll pretty much be on par. I think the only thing that so the next box is what I'll just call it will be like AMD's next how am I even describing this? So right now it's like the 9070 XT is like the middle to high tier, right?
Yep.
So the PS5 will be like the 9070 XT's successor. And then the next Xbox will be like if AMD had dropped like a 9080 XT or like a 9080. You see what I'm trying to say? So that'll be kind of like how it is. CPUs will be pretty much similar. There won't be too much differences there. There might be differences in like core count or something like that. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say like clock speeds.
Yeah, like clock speeds. There might be like one has a little bit more cores and threads and stuff like that. I know like PlayStation is trying to make theirs a little bit more like cost efficient. Like they're not trying to be like the best of the best. Like we can get 4K 120 with like something that is more on like the middle end. So it's like that's why they're targeting that.
But I heard,
Xbox is more like.
I heard that. No, actually, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna
go. No, go for it.
Because I saw some rumors talking about the PS5 or sorry, the PS6's handheld is gonna be $300. And
so I was gonna actually get to
that's why I didn't want to bring it up because I knew you were gonna get
You're good. So I'm kind of all over the place. I guess I should have written this down, but I'm just free flowing off the top. In the documents, I think it's gonna have GDDR7, and then I think that the Xbox might have like GDDR7X or something like that. That might be some difference between them. It might have like a little bit of a faster RAM something going on there. But yeah, overall, it's kind of like the Xbox is going to be a little bit more expensive. It's going to be a little bit more powerful. It's going to be newer. Like, it's going to coincide more closely with the launch of the AMD's like next GPU stuff, like their RDNA 5 or UDNA, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the PS5 is going to be a little bit after, so it's kind of like it's not going to be as new at that point. So I think in terms of that, it will come in a little bit cheaper, just because of that. And it's also like they're not pushing like more. They're kind of like being a little bit more conservative with their with what they're putting into the machine. So that's kind of why people are saying that it's going to be a little bit cheaper, or it's not going to be like 700, 800. It's going to be more like 500, 600, you know what I'm trying to say? Which also is in line with what Sony wants to do. They want PS4 users to jump over. They're kind of tired of kind of like dragging them along at this point. They want them to be like, okay, this next gen is not super expensive. It's not like fucking $800, $900 like the next Xbox is gonna be. So it's kind of gonna be like come on, like get off the PS4 now. It's like it's time to let it go. But yeah, the other rumor, which I have also been commenting on in past episodes, like PlayStation's pretty much doing a PlayStation Switch. It's gonna happen. They're very good at copying what other people do. They're not really good at supporting it, but exactly. But so the PS6 handheld, or what I'm kind of dubbing it is the PlayStation Switch Portable, is supposed to be the Switch competitor. They do want it to be in the price range of what the Switch 2 is. I don't think it's going to be 300, but I could see 399. I could see 399 to 499. That's kind of my range right now. But yeah, that's supposed to be the Switch competitor. It is going to be like a lower powered machine. It's going to kind of be like a PS5 into a handheld, or try to do that. It's probably not going to be able to do like 4K 60, but it might be able to do like 1080p 60. You know what I'm trying to say? But
definitely have a better CPU.
Oh yeah, it'll have a solid CPU in there for sure. It's gonna have, I think, 4 cores instead of the 8, but it's like 4 Zen 6 cores over 8 Zen 2 cores. So it's kind of like it evens out somewhere because of like the architecture stuff that's happened. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Any questions? I can try to clarify if I have the information.
No. So just to put it all out there. So PS6 is gonna be closer to a traditional console that they've always done. They're gonna be using their engineers like Mark Sterney to make something that is custom, that is basically like making something custom that they can maximize everything with the hardware. While Xbox, which you've been saying for a while, that they're going to be using more off the shelf parts, a lot like the Nintendo Switch 1 with the X1 Tegra, and they're just going to put it all in there and call it a day. But it's going to be newer, since they don't have to really tweak and twerk to make it Xbox. They're just gonna get the new stuff off the shelf, put it in the box, and it's gonna be more expensive because of that. But it's also going to be pretty powerful, especially with it being as new as it is. Sound about right?
Yeah. So that is pretty much everything.
And then the handheld.
There are people. Yeah, there's like the handheld stuff. People are kind of misconstruing some things. Like people think that the PS6 handheld rumors are the lower powered version of the next Xbox. Like people think that that Xbox is also going to do like a Series S to Series X thing. Like they're going to have like a lower powered machine but I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. Like at least at me like analyzing all the data, like I feel like they're kind of just like, we're gonna do this, and then the handheld stuff is gonna be the ROG Ally. That can be like our like second SKU for it for now, or the Xbox Ally. My bad, but
which would make a lot of sense if if they unify the Windows and console experience to the point that the Xbox Ally is just going to be the exact same as the next Xbox.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still, dude. I'm thinking about it, man. Like I feel like they're shooting for the stars with this, which is good. It's good to be ambitious. I'm talking about Xbox here, not PlayStation, because their PlayStation isn't shooting for the stars this time around. They're kind of just like, we just kind of want to just get layups.
Yeah, like all we need is layups. Why go further? We're already ahead. No need to do anything extra. We're still gonna be PlayStation at the end of the day.
Exactly, but it's all in the execution. I feel with Xbox, it's kind of like they got to make it easy. Like they gotta show it off properly. They gotta name it properly. They gotta it just can't be convoluted. Like it can't just be like it has to be this kind of thing where it's like you press the button and boom, you're here, and you press the button or you toggle through some things in the UI and boom, you're here. I just feel like
Windows mode, boom.
Exactly.
You can go into a full service Windows if you want to.
Yeah, just try to make it easy. Try to make it simple. Try not to overcomplicate it. Just kind of show it what it is. Name it name it properly. I think a lot of it hinges on the name, honestly. Like
what if they just call it Xbox? Nothing else. Just Xbox.
Just Xbox? Then yeah, that'd be
and then it'll be great. Xbox 2025 or something, or 2027, whatever it is. And then 5 years, 6 years from now, you get Xbox parentheses 2032 or whatever.
Maybe.
Because honestly, at the end of the day, everyone just calls it Xbox. No one really, like, PS5 is PS5 because it's just easy to say PS5. Switch 2, you can just say, yeah, it's the Switch 2. But no one just says, oh, it's you got that PlayStation, you got that Nintendo. No, everyone says, oh, you got an Xbox. Yeah. And we always refer to the Xbox as the newest Xbox. During the 360, you might say 360, but you would still be like, oh, you got that Xbox? Okay. You trying to get on Xbox? Nobody says you're trying to get on PlayStation, you're trying to get on Nintendo. They say you're trying to go on Switch 2, you're trying to go on PS5, but Xbox has always just been Xbox, especially during the Xbox One era. Once the names got confusing, it was just like, yeah, just call it Xbox. So yeah. I think they can get away with just saying Xbox 2025. Like,
yeah, hey, might as well. It's I like the Xbox brand name. Like it's so like you hear it and it's like you just think gaming, you know? Like Xbox, you think gaming. So it's like they shouldn't get away with the Xbox branding for sure. Like people are always joking around like Microsoft Gaming, but it's like I don't think they should ever fucking call it that. Like that sounds so corporate and so like
Microsoft Gaming Box.
You know? Microsoft Gaming Box.
Microsoft Gaming Console Product 2025.
Oh my god, dude! If they ever do that, bro, the soul of my body is gone, bro. It's up in the air. That's it. That shit's getting
the first like bro. When we go to the showcase, you gonna see the first person you gonna see is Satya Nadella. We're introducing Microsoft Teams on.
Nah, they're gonna bring it back to like fucking like old ass E3s where they showed like charts and graphs first. This is the hardware percentage numbers. That'd be hella funny. Oh my god. But yeah, man, I'm still excited though. I'm tentatively there day one. I'm gonna support it regardless of what it is. Because you know it's our dear gaming industry, so it's like they're a part of it, so it's like I gotta support them. But I don't even know if they're confident in it internally, bro. Like to be honest, at this point, like like I feel like they're kind of just they're kind of just doing it just to do it at this point. Like I don't know if there's any confidence behind it, but hopefully they have some. Hopefully they can land it. They're gonna come out before the PlayStation. That's something that we know as a fact. Just because 5 years from 2023, which is when we got there, that's the targets for the PlayStation is 2028. So I'm thinking at the earliest Sony's gonna be out, late 2027. But I'm guessing they're gonna be more closer to 2028 at this point. But because even Mark Cerny said like they're years away at this point. He didn't say they're like a couple of years away, which Xbox is kind of like saying like they're kind of gearing up,
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I hope it does good. I hope it's not hella expensive. But I don't know. At this point, that just might be copium. But it's gonna be exciting though. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be at least exciting for a fan, knowing that they have something to look forward to still. I know that's gonna be cool. But yeah, the game should be good. They should run great on it. I know the Series X targets 4K 120, but it doesn't hit a 4K 120 in anything but like indie games. So it's the next Xbox is gonna be more of like a true 4K machine, or at least it's gonna be like fake 4K with AI, but it's gonna actually look really good. The game should run really good on it, regardless of if it does good or not. They'll still support the Series X and S for a few years, since it is still going to be viable. A lot of PC users are still going to be on the Zen 2 architecture. They're going to be on like Ampere or RDNA 2, those graphic cards. So they still got to support it for a while. But yeah, man, the future's cool. It keeps on coming. It's gonna be here sooner than we think, honestly. But yeah, we'll see how it does. But that's it. That's all I got right now.
I ain't gonna hold you. This is the least excited I've ever been for new consoles. And bro, I feel like this console generation just broke me, bro.
He broke the soul. Broke your spirit.
Because I'm really like, honestly, what's the point? Like,
what's the use?
The series consoles were basically what you're saying, like everything we know about the new Xbox is really what the Series X should have been in 2020. And it just, for whatever, like, and they said that this is what it was gonna be. Like, they were working towards this the whole generation, but they just have half-assed all of it. Like, their implementation of everything has just been kind of undercooked. Not to say that I don't love Play Anywhere. Not to say I don't love even xCloud, but xCloud is not where it should be. Play Anywhere isn't for every Xbox title.
Not yet. Not even close.
So, like, the only one that I can say, like, only vision that they have that feels like it's fully realized is Game Pass. So they like, but Game Pass back in the Xbox One era did not feel like Game Pass today. Game Pass today is close. Like leagues. If anything, I never even thought Game Pass would even get to, like, when it came out in 2019. I was like, yo, this is a cool little service, like, but I did not expect it to be the beast that it is today. Yeah. So Game Pass is probably the only thing that is really just exceeded my expectations from the start of this generation. The power of the Series X and really the PS5 also just did not actually live up to what they like toted them to be. It just felt like we ended up with the same issues we were having during the PS4 and Xbox One. But at the very least, games ran at 60 more often than not.
I would say this generation is like the first Well, maybe not because I don't know the history of like fucking old ass games like that, but I would say like
Most
for the
of them were
most
still
part
30.
games targeted 60 or at least wanted to hit
Yeah.
60. Like it was something that they actually marketed. Like a lot of games actually marketed that they run at 60.
It's the first generation where people actually realized, oh, I actually like 60.
Mm-hmm.
But just to throw in the big in, obviously they're going to be a little late to the party when it comes to next generation. But we know during the Nintendo, the big in. Obviously not Nvidia. There's only one big
That is the big end, bro.
No, that's little bro. They work for big N. What if Nintendo just was like, man, I'm not going with AMD because Nvidia got N in their name, and it sound cool because we both got N in ours. That's why.
Yeah, but I feel like what's it called? AMD actually makes more sense because they are Team Red, so it's kind of like Nintendo's Red. So, but I will say it is not a guarantee that the next Switch will be Nvidia. It's not a guarantee
because the 10-year deal ends in like a few years. 2027.
Yeah, exactly. So they might go to AMD. You never know, but I feel like they still might just end up sticking with Nvidia. But it's not a guarantee though. It's not a guarantee.
Just because of backwards compatibility reasons and stuff like that, I think they'll stick with Nvidia. But obviously, it's gonna take them a little bit longer to put out a next gen, like a real next gen product. But we do know that we do actually have definitive proof that Nintendo was working on a Switch Pro, and it was scrapped because of just how successful the Switch was, and to basically start on the Switch 2 a little earlier, which the Switch 2 ended up getting pushed back as well, which is why some of the specs kind of feel more dated than usual because they did end up pushing it back. But they have done a pro of almost every handheld that they've had, especially like the 3DS, the new 3DS, the DSi, I guess kind of the Game Boy Advance, because you can say the SP was, obviously there was no power enhancements, but you did get the full color screen, or the backlit screen, I should say, not the full color screen. But yeah, I think there is a world where we do see a Switch 2 Pro, or whatever they want to call it. Knowing Nintendo, you never know. New Nintendo Switch 2, that would be terrible. Don't do that. Super Nintendo Switch 2, that'd be cool.
Maybe like Switch 2S or Switch 2 like
Switch 2
like,
Advance, Switch 2 EX.
Yeah, Switch 2A or something. Yeah. That'd be crazy. Oh, 2A, 2B. Nah, that'd be kind of crazy. So I think they could do something like that though for the Switch 2 generation. Like make like a, maybe not like a pro model, but like something that's like a little bit more battery efficient, maybe has like a little bit more RAM to play with.
I mean, I feel like that's a given. That's gonna happen. Maybe not the RAM, but definitely like the efficient part. Like they're gonna do the little remodel with more efficiency.
Yeah, give it a better screen.
Yeah.
Put VRR in the dock.
Obviously, we're gonna get an OLED, but we know that the OLED model was supposed to be a more powerful Switch, and they kind of just scrapped that idea and just went with the OLED. And obviously, that still worked out for them. But
absolutely.
I think this time around they have a lot more incentive to do the Switch 2 full-on Pro version. Especially now that they're using more custom hardware with NVIDIA. I can see, and it's not like they don't have to really look for the most powerful NVIDIA like card. Like, they don't have to really up power too much. Really, I feel like they would just go with DLSS 3 or 4, because they're using DLSS 2 with the Ampere tech. Moving to something that has DLSS 3 even would be a huge upgrade without really spending too much on like the actual something that has more rasterization, like just full on power, like DLSS.
No, honestly, bro, I think the next Switch will have the full on transformer model. It'll have the model that's out now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, because it'll be like 2032, 2033 by the time.
It'll have
probably.
It'll have a way better version of it if it's still with NVIDIA.
But I'm saying if we're getting a Pro around 2028, I would think like around when the PS5 or PS6 is supposed to be coming out, it would be something that is more. It'll probably be a better CPU like the 3DS had, so you'll be hitting 60 FPS more often than not. Something that will have a little bit better GPU, but it'll have DLSS 3 or even DLSS 4 to really like improve the efficiency of the resolution boost and the frame rates and everything. And honestly, I would be more excited about that than the next Xbox and PS5, because I feel like I already have the next Xbox and PS5 with my PC, especially when it comes to Xbox.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But PlayStation, we've seen that they're going more and more PC, quicker turnaround on ports to PC. And honestly, there are many games that I'm like, I need to play this PlayStation game day one. Like Soros is probably like the one that's gonna hurt me. But other than that, I'm really not.
That one might be sooner rather than later.
Oh yeah, for sure. Returnal's turnaround was pretty quick also, like when it came to PC. So but most PlayStation games I'm not like I need to play this shit right now.
Yeah.
So I'm
that's
okay with
on.
Oh bro. But it's coming to PC day one, so
yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like you're good with that.
Like honestly, their multiplayer games is usually what I'm more excited about. Like
yeah.
I'm like Helldivers 2, that's one of my favorite PlayStation games this generation. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls will probably be one of my favorite PlayStation games this generation.
Wait. Speaking of Helldivers, real quick, did you see what I just dropped in the podcast notes?
No, I'm not. Let's see.
It's apparently it was all on PlayStation bringing the Xbox port.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, Arrowhead said a few times that. Oh wait, let me. Sorry, I gotta go back. Camera's messed up. But they were saying a few times. Oh crap, I messed up. Don't mind me. I'm messing up stuff.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
All right. But they said more than a few times that they wanted to bring it to Xbox, and they said it's up to PlayStation. So I don't think it was just like PlayStation just came out of nowhere. What am I doing? All right. I'm done messing stuff up.
You're good.
So I don't think it's PlayStation just was like, yeah, we're just like, they didn't just walk into the room and say, hey, we're porting Helldivers 2 to Xbox. I'm pretty sure Arrowhead talked to them about it, like at least brought the idea up to them a few times. And then, but yes, it is up to PlayStation at the end of the day, whether it goes to Xbox or not. So of course they had the final say so. But yeah, I'm excited just for tech in general. Like I just love seeing new tech. So in that sense, I'm excited. Honestly, I know this is gonna, like everyone else is gonna be pissed, but I feel like I'm more excited about what these consoles will be doing as far as AI goes, rather than just like more powerful consoles. Because that's gonna be something that is actually new something that can be innovative. It can also be detrimental, but we'll have to actually see how that goes. But I feel like that is more exciting than, hey, this time for real, you'll be able to hit 4K 120 or 4K 60. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
I don't even care about like 4K in general.
We're being for real this time, yo.
Like, every game could come out 1080p 60 and I'd be fine with that. I would really not care.
I will say, just to try to be a little bit more positive about it, is that I'm excited for there to be a new baseline. Because Zen 2 is good and all, but it's there's a lot better now. And then RDNA 2 as well. It was good for what it was, but it's a lot better now. Back then it was like, oh, we're trying to be as good as DLSS, but we're not really there yet, but we're trying. Yeah. But now it's kind of like, yeah, we are kind of like as good as DLSS, and you guys should be paying attention to us. So the Project Amethyst stuff only helps push that, and it also is exciting because the work that translates in on the console side does go into the PC side, and like those teams are working together now more than ever. So it's like the stuff that the consoles get, the PCs get, the stuff that the PCs get, the consoles get. So it's starting to synergize with each other, which is a good thing.
Yeah, and now I kind of forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, it is what it is. I feel like this it feels like this could be the last console generation, honestly.
Maybe
like in a sense that in a traditional sense of the console, at least. But yeah, I'm not super excited, but
yeah, I could tell.
I'm just kind of like I want to see it, like,
yeah,
and hopefully they can kind of change my mind about things once I actually get my eyes on it.
Hey, well, the thing that is exciting to me as well is that PlayStation is kind of like trying to come at Switch a little bit. Like I feel like that might put a little bit of that might make Nintendo work a little bit harder, a little bit more competition, never hurt anybody, which is a good thing, which might actually end up making Nintendo be like, yeah, we do need to do a little Pro thing, so maybe it all kind of works out.
We might get the Pro just because of that.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's gonna come down to the games at the end of the day. And if PlayStation is still putting out the same PS5 quality titles that they've been putting out, I still don't think the Switch has much to worry about.
Well, the Switch can run all those PS5 games now, though.
It's up to the developers at the end of the day now.
Yep, exactly.
But that's the next gen talk. It is what it is. We'll see how things progress as we get a little closer to the launch of the Xbox, which honestly, next year we most likely will be hearing something about the next
I think
Xbox.
I'll even say by this time next year, we will probably maybe not have already seen it, but we will have already maybe it's already been announced. Like they'll have told us the name and stuff like that. Maybe we might have already seen it at this point. Maybe Game Awards this year could be when they show it off.
And we'll definitely have leaks if they don't, because
exactly
the Xbox can't keep nothing a secret.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to something that happened like almost a couple days after we recorded last week, and
that's per usual.
And that is that Nintendo finally, they were like, you know what, these tariffs, we wasn't about to eat this, and they said we are raising the price of the Switch ones, not the twos. So in a very surprising move, August 1st, the tariffs that were on hold for 90 days went into effect. And Nintendo literally on August 1st was like, hey, these consoles and products will be raising because of, or they never say because of the tariff. They say because of market conditions. And the changes affect the United States only. So we know, obviously, the reasoning. But yeah, effective August 3rd, 2025, the Nintendo Switch OLED, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch Lite, alongside select Nintendo Switch accessories and other products related to Nintendo Switch 2, select Amiibo, and Nintendo Avarmo will also be seeing adjustments. So as far as these adjustments, the consoles have basically raised from $30 to $50. The Lite goes from $199 to $229.99. The regular Switch goes from $299 to $339.99, and the OLED goes from $349.99 to $399.99, full $400. So, you know, back when Doug Bowser was like, hey, if you can't afford that Switch 2, we still got the Switch for you. Well, the fucking OLED is only $50 cheaper than a Switch 2, so really, what's the point at that point?
For real, just get a Switch 2.
I guess if you really on a budget, you the Switch Lite is still a pretty decent deal, even at $229. But obviously,
yeah, I seen Walmart selling Switch OLEDs for $299 right now, so you can still get them for kind of cheap right now, but not for long. No. They're selling Switch OLEDs for $299.
OLED. Okay, I thought you said the Lite. So,
no, not the lights.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that has increased were on sale. Like even the Joy-Con 2s. So the Joy-Con 2s are a full $100 now. But they were on sale for $89.99, which is cheaper than that's basically what they were supposed to be at launch. And then we know that the accessories got up like $5 or $10 depending on what they were. So now they were $89.99 last week when this was happening. And same with the Pro controller, it's gonna be $89.99. It's $84.99 right now, but you can get it at Costco for $75.
Yeah, for $75.
So yeah, it's obviously not ideal. No one wants to see these consoles going up in price.
Not at all.
But at the end of the day, we know why, and you can say Nintendo can eat it. I mean, they are eating it because the Switch 2 has not raised their prices yet.
Yeah.
And I believe the reason for that is because they have stockpiled they've literally stockpiled as many consoles as they could in the US because of this. And once those run dry though, during the holiday season, that Switch 2 is gonna increase in price.
Oh no.
It's definitely gonna happen. Unless we have some breaking tariff, tariffs go back. But it doesn't seem likely, honestly.
Not at all.
But yeah, that's the situation. At the very least, I'm happy for the Switch 2 not getting hit, but also it's gonna hurt the chances of the Switch hitting that 160 million also with these increases.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Although I feel like if any country is gonna get the Switch 1 over, it's gonna be Japan, and obviously they're not raising prices there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really all I had to say. Anything you wanted to add?
Other than get your Switches now. Get them, get them while they're cheap. Even Switch 2s. Maybe this is all Nintendo just trying to push people towards getting Switch 2s. That could definitely be something that's in their interest. But But yeah, get them now. Get them while you can, while they're not hella fucking expensive.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Facts.
So yeah. But hey man, if you don't got your, I mean, honestly, they've been making the Switch 2 so easy to find right now. You can tell that they're stockpiling the hell out of them.
Yeah, they're making them so easy to find that people are actually starting to say that the Switch 2 is doing bad, which is hilarious.
You know, armchair and analysts, all that. But
they're like, bro, I deadass heard someone say like, oh, the Switch 2 sold 1 million and blah blah blah, but only sold 100K in like last week. I'm like, bro, like, oh my god, it's like it still don't matter if it's number one up there selling the most consoles. It's
the fastest selling console, yeah, but it's not fast enough.
People are hilarious, man.
All right, but let's go ahead and move on to another Switch 2, or I guess Switch in general related topic. The third-party Nintendo Direct. We talked about our predictions for it. Obviously, the episode went up after the actual Direct, and we were hella wrong on a lot of things. But
yeah, yeah, definitely wasn't as good as they were hyping it up to be, but it's all good. It was good though.
But yeah, how did you feel about the Direct as a whole, and what was your highlights of the partner showcase?
Yeah, it was good. I actually was happy that I watched it at least. I didn't think that it was like a waste of time and stuff. Of course, like the Square Enix stuff was cool to see there. The Octopath Zero was a nice announcement. The Zelda adventure like over the top.
Elliot.
Yeah, Adventures of Elliot. That's my speed. Absolutely. I freaking love Zelda, so give me anything like that. I love HD2D too. Did they announce the Dragon Quest 3 stuff in that direct, or was that like just a separate announcement?
No, that was in
it
there.
Was right. Yeah, so that made me pretty much go and buy the game. I copped it on Amazon because it was on sale, so I went and bought it. I think it might be coming in today actually, so let's see if I get it today. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else was in there. Hold on, partner direct. Obviously no Silk Song, yeah. But I'll be at Gamescom, I think.
So Monster Hunters 3 or Stories 3 was the opener, which I thought that was a really good opener. That game looks way better than this. Like the art style, the graphics, they improved on that art style so well compared to Monster Hunter.
Because they targeting the Switch too, bro. That's why
it looks really good. Honestly, it looks. If they made a full Monster Hunter game that looked like that, I would love that.
Ooh.
Instead of going for like the realistic look, I would love a full-on Monster Hunter with this art style. It looks amazing.
It would probably run way better too.
Yeah, definitely. So that was a really good opening. For me, it was like, oh, they kind of started off strong, and then it kind of had that middle section of just like, here's Madden. I'm like, bro, you ain't have to bring this shit up. Like, I understand why they add stuff like that, but at the same time, the people who are looking for Madden on the Switch 2 are not the people watching the Nintendo Direct partner showcase at 6 a.m.
Yeah, not at all.
Like, I understand why they add them, but at the same time, bro, this could have been a tweet. You don't gotta throw the shit into the Direct. There are games that we actually care about that should have been here instead. And supposedly there were some games that got taken out of the Direct last minute, which there was a few tweets that came out where people were like, bro, why wasn't this in the partner showcase? Like, why are y'all tweeting this literally a day after? I forgot what it was, but it was a pretty decent announcement that could have been in the Direct. But we got the new Katamari. That was pretty cool to see. It's actually been a while since we had a new Katamari. We got a lot of the re-rolls where they were remaking the older games, but a full brand new Katamari, hell yeah. But yeah, for me, honestly, like the show has kind of fallen off, and then Square Enix basically came through and saved the day with Octopath Zero and Tales of Elliot Millennium, whatever, Millennium something. That basically like brought the show from like a 7 to like an 8 for me. Or I'll say like it was a 6 and it went to a 7.5 for me. Because especially Adventures of Elliot, which the demo did drop and it actually is really good. I played a bit of it and I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely more my speed than the Octopath games and stuff like that. At least I haven't played Octopath 2, but I really did not enjoy Octopath 1 as much as I wanted to. But that's just me. Sparking Zero was announced. That was a pretty good get. Plants vs. Zombies remastered. Why? Why? That's all I gotta say. They showed EA Sports FC. They showed Pac-Man World 2 remaster or remake, whichever one it is. Which actually looked pretty decent. Oh yeah, SpongeBob was the one that got announced right after the direct. The new SpongeBob 3D platformer, and people were like, and like people, they were predicting that it was gonna be there because it was kind of, I guess it was one of the leaks that happened, and people were like, yeah, there's gonna be the Pac-Man game, Tides of Destiny or something like that. That's gonna be here, and then it just wasn't there, and then they literally announced it right after the direct. So I think that was one of those games that got taken out last minute. And they put Madden instead or something. I don't know. They showed Final Fantasy Tactics. They showed Persona 3 Reload, which is a good get, but I was hoping Metaphor. I was actually hoping for Metaphor more than Persona 3 Reload, but still a really
maybe
good
Metaphor
get.
is more like next year announcement.
We did both say Hyrule Warriors was gonna be here, and it did show up. It had like the longest section outside of the Square Enix games. I liked what I saw of Hyrule Warriors. Like it felt like they had a lot of breaks in the Warriors gameplay. Like you saw there was like walk and talk sections. Seemed pretty cinematic also. Like they're really putting a lot into the story of this game. If you're a fan of Tears of the Kingdom, I don't see why you wouldn't be getting this, because
They made it a point again to say that like it's like a part of the story, right?
Yep, canonical. So it's not gonna be like, I mean, Age of Calamity, they made it feel like it was canonical, and then it turned out it was like an alternate timeline, and everyone was kind of pissed about that. So I feel like they basically learned their lesson. Was like, yeah, this is actually canonical. This is actually what happened during the imprisonment war. But it looked good. It looked 60. Can't complain. Definitely leagues better than Age of Calamity. Like we said, Madden, this Chilling by the Fire game did nothing for me whatsoever. But I guess if that's your speed. Apex Legends is getting a Switch 2 upgrade, which I think we talked about this like before. Like Apex Legends needs an update. Like literally last week we were like, Apex Legends needs an update for the Switch 2, and bam, it's here. There was this game called Hella, aka Moss Book 3. Not for me, but sure. People were saying that they liked it. They showed off Star Wars Outlaws. It definitely is not. It looks like it's struggling on the Switch 2, but it's full fat open world space travel.
I actually
Everything's
thought
there.
I thought it looked pretty good. I didn't think it looked bad, but the FPS definitely didn't look the
Yeah,
greatest.
that's what I meant. Like the FPS was kind of kicking his ass a little bit. Now, a surprising one for me, because this is actually one of my most anticipated games, Chronos: The New Dawn. Was not expecting to see this and then have it come out the same day as the other consoles. But also, it looked really good, and there was really barely any stutter at all throughout any of the stuff that they were showing. Almost, it kind of looks smooth. Like it might be a 40. Like I can see it being a 40 FPS just from like the footage.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or at least it just has much better frame timing or whatever. Like I forget what they call it. Is it frame timing?
Something like that, yeah.
Then like something like
Frame
Star Wars.
times.
Yeah, something like Star Wars Outlaws where you can clearly see the 30. But like Zelda games are all 30, but they feel smoother than a lot of other 30 FPS games because the frame timing is just that good. But shout out to, and it made me think when I saw this, I was like, there was that rumor of Bloober Team working with Nintendo on something, and maybe they like got their engine. I mean, I guess it's not their engine because they use Unreal. But they just worked so well with the Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. They were like, yeah, might as well port this game over. We know how to work with it. Because that game looked a little too good. Like you could tell that they knew what they were doing with this hardware. So I think that rumor of them working with Nintendo is actually real. And the fact that it's coming out the same day as the other consoles, they had to have had a dev kit. I want to see. I'm looking through the like trademarks to see if like Shiver or anyone popped, like if Shiver was involved, but I don't see Shiver in here. But
I think it might just be Bloober Team, bro.
Yeah. Bro.
They did a good job because someone posted a video of like PC footage, literally of the same exact footage that's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Looks fucking amazing. Like it aside from a little bit of texture stuff and the frame rate, it looks almost on par.
You called Kiwami 2. Kiwami 2 showed up.
The Yakuza.
Then they had the highlights. They had Goodbye Universe, which we saw at the PlayStation.
Oh wait. Actually, hold up. So if I did some research on Kiwami 2 a little bit. If the Switch 2 version is 60 FPS, it will be the only console version of Kiwami 2 that's 60 FPS because it doesn't run at 60 on Xbox and PlayStation.
For real?
And the only Dragon Engine game that got the FPS boost was Yakuza 6. So Kiwami 2 didn't get the FPS boost, but the other Dragon Engine ones are Series X and S, so they got 60 FPS because of that.
Okay. That'd be cool if it is.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so looking at the trailer, there are points where it looks 60 and then there are points where it looks 30, so I'm kind of confused. So that's why I don't want to just say like I don't want to just say now like, oh, if it is 60, it is the first. So that's why I'm just saying like if it is 60, it will be the first console version to be 60.
Yeah, so they showed off Goodnight Universe, which was on the PlayStation State of Play. NBA Bounce, which is an NBA Jam style game with the worst character models possible, but it still looks pretty fun. A Hello Kitty game or an expansion for Hello Kitty, whichever one. Romancing Saga 2 is getting a Switch 2 edition that dropped the same day, and the upgrade literally made it look like the PS5 version. I was seeing comparisons of it. They showed off Shinobi, and the demo had dropped that same day. Borderlands 4, which I believe that was running on the Switch 2. I mean, they didn't say, but it definitely looked good. It looked smooth. I just don't know if that was Switch 2 footage or not. But they usually don't use other, like, they don't use other console footage in the direct.
Yeah.
And if they do, they'll usually say it at the bottom. So I think this was running on the Switch too, and it looked really good and it looked pretty smooth. Even though Ready Pitchforks was like, yeah, it's running 30 with drops or whatever, but we also didn't get a big glimpse of it. But then the two Square Enix games that we talked about, Adventures of Elliot and Octopath Zero, showed up. But yeah, that was everything from the direct. So what do you score it? Because I basically said it. I give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Really, I would say closer to a 7, honestly, because when there wasn't any big exclusives. Like, I thought Adventures of Elliot was going to be exclusive, at least timed, but that actually wasn't the case. But other than that, I enjoyed most of what they showed. But how are you feeling?
Yeah. I could be there, 7.5. That's kind of where I was thinking too. It had like some lulls, like I really kind of wish that they just would have announced like a college football during the little EA section. That would have been nice. But I didn't even mind it. It didn't seem like they even stuck on those games for that long. And then they had like that little like highlight reel section where they just like went through the games like it was like 20-30 second intervals, right? Yeah, 7.5. I thought the Octopath stuff, the HD 2D stuff was a nice pop. I was kind of disappointed to not see FF7. That could have been a nice little put right there as well. At least giving us a like a wait until Gamescom type of thing or something like that, just to see it, or maybe get like a release date for it.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of guessing it's November, December. But
also no Elden Ring.
But
I thought that was gonna get a date.
Yeah, Elden Ring, no Hades 2 as well.
Which could be at the indie world, because technically Hades 2 is indie.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And it was exactly 25 games, which is around what we were other third-party showcase were. But yeah, like, I don't know. Also, there wasn't many new games. That's another thing. Like, obviously, Monster Hunter Stories 3, yeah. Once Upon a Katamari was new. Yeah. Technically, Just Dance 2026, but really, Plants vs Zombies was new, but also why? Obviously, Hyrule Warriors, we already got the announcement of. Hella, I think that was the first time we ever saw that, but I also really didn't care for it. And that was like, and then the 2 games at the end, those were all the new games. So yeah, it wasn't the best direct. It wasn't even the best partner showcase, but it had enough announcements to get me excited. And then the demo dropping for Adventures of Elliot was a really big, nice bonus.
Is that coming out this year or next year?
Next year.
Okay, but Octopath Zero's this year, yeah. Huh?
And it's based off the mobile game, but they kind of tuned it into a console experience. So that's why it's $50 instead of like the full $60 like price. The other Octopath games. Yeah. But a lot of people said the mobile game still had like the same good combat and everything. It's just a mobile game. So we'll see how that one turns out as well. But any other thoughts on it before we go to our next news?
No. I thought it was fun.
And in regular Nintendo fashion, we also have a Indie World coming out tomorrow. So we'll be missing out on that as well. So we'll have to talk about it super late next week. But Hades 2, I'm just gonna predict that. I think it's gonna be there. I do not think Silk Song is gonna be there, and that's the only predictions that I'm making for that. Anything?
Let's get some Windblown. Up in there.
I mean,
because they've been updating the hell out of that game. So
that'd be nice. Especially since Dead Cells, if I remember, no, actually Dead Cells wasn't exclusive. On
Yeah,
the
but it came to
Switch.
Switch though.
Yeah, it came the same day as the other consoles, but it wasn't. I thought it was like exclusive, like Hades was, but it wasn't. All right, so that's the direct in the indie world tomorrow. Let's move on to another topic. Let's talk about some sad news. Let's talk about BioShock, because it felt like the BioShock 4 announcement was imminent, and now we know that it is the exact opposite of that, because BioShock 4 failed a publisher review, which led to a leadership shakeup, and they're overhauling the game, including the narrative and gameplay elements. So it just seems like this game is not coming out anytime soon if it doesn't get canceled. And there was also a BioShock 1 remake that was in development that was also canceled earlier this year. So BioShock fans, you are not eating at all. Honestly, Judas is your last hope, and we haven't heard from Ghost Story in a while. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss. I mean, I'm also a BioShock fan, so I don't even know why I'm saying I'm sorry for your loss. My loss also. But how'd you feel, or how you feeling about the news of BioShock?
Yeah. So this means that I can just go and play the OG and not have to worry about a remake on the way, I guess, which is disappointing, but it's fine.
Honestly, it doesn't really need a remake, to be honest. Like, I feel like the game still holds up today. Obviously, it's not as bombastic as Infinite as far as gameplay elements, but I still feel like it looks good for a 360 game even today, and it still plays pretty well for what it is. So honestly, I'm not really tripping about the remake, but I've been hoping for this BioShock 4 forever, and it seems like Ken Levine leaving really did some damage. I thought 2K would still be able to handle it without him, but obviously that is not the case. So Ken Levine, drop Judas, please. We need that. We need Judas sometime soon, because we about to go. Well, it's 12 years now since BioShock Infinite, which is crazy. But yeah, it is what it is, though. Hopefully they can get it together, get everything wherever it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going back to the Rapture, or do you think they're just coming up with something fresh?
For BioShock 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't think they'll go back to Rapture. I feel like it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to do that. It's probably just better to just do something new or try to go somewhere. I think like what the rumors were like a few years ago, it was like some like snow or Arctic environment or something.
That'd be.
And then
yeah, I can see that. We have.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're still doing that though.
But it doesn't fit either, because you had under the sea, you had in the skies, like, and it was just snow. Like, okay. And then Judas is literally in, like, you go above the skies, you're in space. So honestly,
wasn't System Shock already in space too?
Yeah,
Or am
System
I
Shock
tripping?
is a sci-fi, definitely. You know, under a volcano or in the Earth's core. You know, since Judas is going above the skies, you got to go below the sea, go into the Earth's core. Actually, Donkey Kong already did that. You already lost. You have no shot. All right, let's go ahead and move on to a rumor that I don't believe, but I thought we should talk about it. New Super Mario Bros. Collection coming for the series 40th anniversary for the Mario 40th. And this collection will reportedly contain New Super Mario Bros. DS, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and New Super Mario Bros. 2. I'm gonna be real with you right now. This is possibly the worst possible collection of Nintendo games you could ever throw together. Like, yeah. I like New Super Mario Bros. DS. I like New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Hated New Super Mario Bros. 2. But no. Like, I don't want anything to do with this, honestly. I feel like we just need to leave the New Super Mario Bros. Games in the past. Super Mario Wonder came out, revitalized 2D Mario. You know, I think we just need to give up on the New Super Mario Bros. I don't want to see nothing new Super Mario Bros. Ever again, honestly. This would...
Yeah, it feels like they've already got past that with Mario Wonder, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This does not... I would not be hyped. Like, the 3D collection, the 3D All-Stars, hell yeah. 3 of the best Mario games in one collection, let's fucking go. You telling me you gonna put 3 of the worst Mario games together in a collection, and that's what we're doing here? But with it being the 40th anniversary and knowing that they did the same thing with the 3D collection for the 35th, I could see it happening. I just don't want it to happen, honestly. But how are you feeling about this?
Yeah, I'm not. That doesn't really make me excited at all, to be honest.
Doesn't really wet your whistle? Not
at all. It's that's the opposite of wetting my whistle. That's fucking making me want to just... They should do something with Mario Maker, Galaxy 2.
I would take Mario Maker 3 as the 40th anniversary game any day.
Mario Wonder, Switch 2 update,
yeah, Switch 2 editions,
literally anything.
Super Mario Odyssey, Switch 2 DLC, like something, bro. Don't play with my emotions, but this is all you get. And, bro, bring back Super Mario 35. That's all I would need. And just add 5 more players. Super Mario 40. Like,
yeah, something.
Come on, bro. Anything but this. We ain't wait 5 years for you to pull out some bullshit like this. You know, I would even take the most obscure Mario games. So you throw Mario. We get Mario is missing, Hotel Mario, and they literally just released Mario Paint, so I can't use Mario Typing. No, throw those 3 together in the collection, $20. I'll buy that before I buy the fucking new Super Mario Bros. Collection.
Or they could even do like the GameCube Mario parties or something. Like they could do any GameCube fucking Mario game.
But I feel like Mario Party Superstars already was that, even though it didn't have all of the maps of the GameCube ones, but it did have mini games from them.
Yeah, sure. But it'd always be nice to have the GameCube ones though.
A Mario Sports Collection with the best Mario Sports games in one collection.
Yep.
You could do, I don't know, anything but this, bro. That's all I gotta say. Anything but this, please.
Yeah.
But hopefully. But the thing is, it'll sell. That's the worst part. Like,
yeah,
I'm still mad
because it's Mario.
I'm still mad that New Super Mario Bros. U sold as much as it did on the Switch. Like, bro, why are we buying this?
I still need to cop that, bro. I still need to cop the fucking U Deluxe or whatever.
Yeah, I made sure that that shit would never enter my Switch library.
That's funny.
But yeah, hopefully they got something cooking for the 40th anniversary. Or honestly, I would take nothing at all if it means that we don't get the fucking new Super Mario Bros. Collection. But yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and wait. So we got one more probably before our big one. So we know that game key cards have been a point of contention since the launch of the Switch 2. We don't know how much of this is just a vocal online presence or if this is actually something affecting sales, because we just don't have enough games or data to really know like what's really going on with the sales of third-party game key cards. What I will say that I seen them Room Factory sales and y'all motherfuckers did not show up for the game that was on the card at launch outside of Cyberpunk, so we see y'all. But it does seem that Nintendo is looking into it because they put out a survey that was specifically about physical games and basically how people purchase games, whether it's and how they feel about game key cards, if they would buy game key cards, if they won't buy game key cards. I'm gonna tell you right now, I answered the survey. I was like, I love game key cards. I was like, I said, you know, I'll buy them, but I don't prefer them. Honestly, I really should have said I don't care at all. I'm only buying digital. It really. So there was a survey that they had, and a lot of people were using that to speak their mind about game key cards. But there's also a rumor that is going out that the manufacturer of the Switch 2 cards, Macronix, revealed that they might be start using MLC NAND to produce cartridges depending on capacity requirements. So it does imply that we will be seeing different sizes of cartridges, because another point of contention is that the only part size that we have right now is 64 gigabytes. And it seems like they're going to be using the MLC NAND instead of 3D NAND for the lower tier, lower capacity cards, which I'll talk about in a bit.
Would they make them slower or what?
So that's the thing. The 3D NAND on the Switch 2 cartridge is fast enough that you can run the game off the cartridge. 4K, you get the 4K, you get the speeds that's fast enough to get the fast loading times and everything. That's why they went with 3D NAND. But obviously 3D NAND is super expensive, and if you're going to use 3D NAND for lower tier, like lower capacity cards, like you can lower the capacity, but the fact that it's 3D NAND is still going to be expensive, and honestly it probably wouldn't be worth it at the lower capacity even more than the 64. So I feel like that's another reason that they were just manufacture 64 only. Now, hopes are that the prices of the storage, like every other piece of storage, will go down in price as time goes. But getting these cartridges on MLC will mean that, yes, the cards are slower, but they might have the ability to download the game similar to the PS5 and Xbox Series X discs, where you put it in, you download the game, and you can play it. Now, for me, this literally, I'm not a preservation freak. I don't need my games to be here
like
with
persistent.
me. Yeah, like 20 years from now, if like the way I feel about preservation, 20 years from now, if for whatever reason you can't use the game key cards, I can pirate. Like I'm if something is not available to me, piracy will always be the answer. So that's literally how I feel. Like, if something is delisted because I bought it digitally, I'm like, okay, Pirate Bay. I mean, obviously Pirate Bay is not around like that anymore. I don't use Pirate Bay, but I just like saying Pirate Bay. The Pirate Bay is there. Like, if I really need that game, if I really want to play that game, I will find that game. That's just how I feel. So for me, it's like, oh, okay, like I buy a game key card. In 20 years, the game, I can't download it anymore. I'm like, okay. Which I feel like that is not going to be a thing, because I feel like from this generation, all of these games are they're going to be like persistent with each console. Just like the Xbox One, Series X, the next generation will not drop the Xbox One. The Xbox One is still going to be a part of it, because they basically treat these softwares as all the same. Like, they're in the same shop, they're all the same, and they make sure that these games are basically the same. Same with PlayStation, going from PS4 to PS5. Like, I feel like every generation going forward, just like Steam, Steam doesn't lose compatibility as like new hardware comes out. And I feel like that's just going to be the case for these consoles as well. So that's another reason I just don't see the fucking doom and gloom about, oh, preservation, you're going to lose your game card and like you won't be able to download the game from the server. The servers are going to go down. I'm like, bro, that shit is not happening. So I'm not doom and gloom about it, but I feel like this is, so for me, if I have to download the game off the cartridge or off of the key card, it's the same thing to me. Like, I don't want to have to download anything. If I'm going to get a physical game, I want to pop it in, no space being taken up from my hard drive. And that's the only way. Like, that's why something like the first party Nintendo games would be something that I would actually buy like in physical form, even though I still really don't buy them physically just because it's more convenient. But if I really wanted to, that would be the only way I buy a physical game. But the reason I stopped buying Xbox One physical and PS5 physical is because I was like, why am I wasting time downloading the game? Why am I buying a disc to download the game when I can literally just download it from the comfort of my home? Like, that didn't make sense to me. So if this is what they're gonna do, I feel like it's literally the same thing as the key cards for me. But I know the real reason that people are complaining about it is because of preservation. So for me, this doesn't fix anything, honestly, but I know this will be good enough that I won't have to hear a bunch of babies complaining about it. I won't call them babies. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. I'm not calling y'all babies, but there are definitely some babies out there. But how are you feeling about this?
Yeah, I mean, I also filled out the survey. I did, of course, I filled it out more positively slanted towards having the games on the cartridges for sure. But I'm waiting for Guardians of Azuma or whatever to be on sale to pick it up. I'm for sure still thinking about that game. I actually want to play it. I was looking at gameplay of it, especially when you were covering it, of course. Did you ever do a Switch 2 article of that?
Nah, it didn't feel like it.
It's all good. But it's probably not any different from the Switch 1 other than just performance stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm still looking forward to checking that stuff out. I do want to support the more the games that actually are releasing on cartridges, like I'll cop Daemon Ex Machina. I'm excited for that, so I'll cop that on the cartridge for sure. It's cool to see that they are at least trying to listen. At least try to update, make changes and stuff. That's all cool with me. I ain't tripping. Even digitally, I bought Donkey Kong digitally, so I'm okay. If I need to buy it digital, I can buy it digital. It's no big deal.
No doubt, no doubt. But yeah, honestly, I will be with the people on this one, and I will be hoping that Nintendo gets this. I'll be on y'all side for once, because really it doesn't affect me either way. Like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be buying digital. So as long as y'all don't ruin my digital, we all good. But that's all I gotta say on that. So let's move on to this last topic. Battlefield 6 fully revealed, and feels like they hit it out the park. Honestly, like I don't think there was really anything negative about any, like I haven't seen any kind of negative sentiment about Battlefield 6 except for is it real? Like, is this really, like, something has to be off. That's literally the only negative sentiment I've been seeing so far. But this game is a return to form in every way. Destruction looks amazing. The movement system of just being able to jump out of windows, and like the way you can use destruction for level design purposes, like smashing the floor with a sledgehammer to take down enemies below. Like, it feels, and like even Vince Pella said, this is basically the sequel to 3 and 4. Like, this is a real return to form to the two best games in the series, although Battlefield 1 is also really amazing. Yeah, I everything else, like from the Battlefield Labs up until now, and even like the launch content, I think they said it'll be like, I can't remember the exact number, but I think it was like 10 maps at launch. All the game modes you know and love. They said the server browser, I think the only negative thing is server browser will not be there at launch, but honestly, that's not the biggest deal for me. I know a lot of people like the server browser stuff, but for me, that's a non-issue. Crossplay is going to be between consoles only, or you can do full crossplay, so you have that option to not play with PC players if that's what you want. Trying to think, I probably should have compiled all the information, but
you're good.
But yeah, the presentation was really good. Even like the actual presentation of them like showing the walls off, like, and showing off all the destruction, everything. Even the campaign is looking really good. Obviously, with Vincent Pella on it, we know that Titanfall 2 campaign is one of the best first-person shooter campaigns out there. Hopefully, we can get even half of that with Battlefield 6. But how you feeling, man?
Yeah, dude, I'm so rooting for this game. The only negativity that I've even seen is like the PC secure boot thing going on, but it's like it seems like more and more games are gonna require that.
I mean, do y'all want cheaters or do y'all not want cheaters? Like,
yeah, exactly. Exactly, because even Call of Duty is doing it too with the new one.
When you see the amount of cheaters in Call of Duty and all these other games versus like a Valorant versus, like, bro, it's night and day.
Yeah, exactly. But even then, the Battlefield 6 beta, like PC performance benchmarks have been coming out. It's looking like it's running good. Especially on the X3D chips. It seems like those are edging out even like Intel's top of the line CPUs. So yeah, it's looking like it's good, looking like it's optimized. There's a PS5 Pro enhanced. It's coming out PS5 Pro enhanced as well.
60 FPS on the Series S.
60 FPS on Series
S. Which means that it's
it's
coming to the Switch 2 at 30 is happening. I'm taking your knees, another pair of knees, because he tried to say that it's not coming to the Switch 2.
Battlefield?
Yeah. I was like,
I feel like it might.
It's a definite, bro.
Bruh, if EA wants 100 million users, they gotta get all the users they can get. But what's it called? I'm excited for it, man. I'm hella rooting for it. Like, actually, the other criticism that I seen was like the Call of Duty crowd being like, "Look at these guys making fun of our skins," and I'm just like, "Who fucking cares?" Like,
Now, is it enough to overtake Call of Duty?
nah. But nah, of course not. But never say never. Never say never. You know?
They did tease the free to play battle royale or whatever it's supposed to be also from Ripple Effect. But we didn't get a full showcase of it yet. But it seems that they're doing, like, even in the rollout of this game, they're like going hard with the actual marketing and rollout of this game. I think it's definitely going to be the best Battlefield launch ever. Like, easily. It's going to be the biggest.
Well, it has to be.
Yeah. Going to be the biggest launch. I think it's going to be a very positive launch. As long as they don't pull a Battlefield 4 and the game just launches broken. But I think they got this, bro. Now 100 million players, I don't know about that, but 50 million, easy. But I'm super excited. I can't wait to play tomorrow. Hopefully I can get some time in on it tomorrow. And then
That's open beta, right?
Yep, the early access, because I was part of Battlefield, or I wasn't a part of Battlefield Labs, but I signed up for it, so they gave me early access.
Nice.
So I'm hoping that I can get my thoughts on it, and I'll be here next week, and obviously Project Entitled on Saturday. If I don't skip for the third time, stuff keep coming up. But
You're good.
yeah. I'll definitely have my thoughts on Project Entitled, if anything. But yeah, I think Battlefield is back. It's people have been saying, don't say it, you jinxing it. Nah, I'm gonna jinx it, or I'm not jinxing it. Like I've always said,
as soon as slip or what?
as soon as I saw Vincent Zampella was on the project, I said, yeah, Battlefield's back. This is gonna be the return of Battlefield. When they showed off the Battlefield Labs, I was like, oh, for sure. Like, I can see it. It's like, this is Battlefield. This is what Battlefield it's supposed to be. It's here. This is Battlefield. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I'll have more to say when I actually get my hands on the alpha. But anything you wanted to add anything you want to add on Battlefield before we wrap up the show?
Other than, man, I'm hyped. It's coming up so quick, dude. Like October, it's just 2 months away now.
Exactly.
It's gonna be here in the blink of an eye. So hopefully they can iron out. Oh, go for it.
No, I was gonna say, which is actually cool, because technically the first announcement of Battlefield 6 was like last week. Like, we knew about Battlefield Labs, but it was more of a, like, if you're in the know thing. But for most people, Battlefield 6, this like, it was like, hey, this is Battlefield 6, boom, the game is out in 2-3 months. Like, I love that.
It's very much like what they do with Madden and stuff like that too. It's starting to all kind of, Call of Duty as well.
But those are yearly. This isn't a yearly release.
Exactly. But I'm not gonna lie though, I am starting to get a little nervous for Black Ops 7.
No, I'm not.
I have a feeling it's not going to be that great, but I mean, who knows?
I'm excited about the campaign, which, like what they showed in the Xbox thing, I want to see more of that, honestly, versus the multiplayer.
Sure, but Battlefield 6 looks fun though, man. It's like it's looking like a lot of people do want to support it. A lot of positivity on it. People are backing it. A lot of even the Xbox centric channels are like, we want Battlefield 6 to do good. We want Call of Duty to burn. No, like Jez is fucking saying like he wants fucking Call of Duty to burn. So, which is hella funny. But hey, I hope it's good. They gotta land it. They'll get the players if it's good.
In Zampella we trust, and forever.
In Zampella we trust.
But with that, let's go ahead and wrap up the show. That is it. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you all for tuning in, and all the people leaving comments in the chat. We do appreciate the support. Make sure you guys hit that like, because we love you guys and it helps us grow this channel. Make sure if you aren't subscribed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated for when Dual-Wield goes live. Not live, premieres, you know. With that, Subeg, appreciate you for pulling up. We barely went over the 2-hour mark, but hey, we did it. Where can we find you? What you got going on?
Yeah, Twitter, Subeg Dollywall, Twitch, Subagels, Discord, Lords of Gaming Discord, and our own Discord, the Xbox 2 Discord, LSM Discord. Y'all can hit me up in DMs if y'all want to talk. If you guys want to play with me, shoot me a friend request. If you check my profiles, I got my PlayStation, my Xbox on there, my Steam on there. So check me out, hit me up. I'm open, I'm down. I'm just happy to game, man.
Yes, sir. And as for myself, Otaku, you can find me on Twitter, Pasta Feet, F3ET. You can find me on not Twitch. I'm not even going to link it. You can find me on YouTube right here, Otaku, where not only are we doing Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast every Thursday, Saturday, Project Entitled, for real this time, should be returning. So that'll be fun. And obviously lordsofgaming.net for both of us. We both putting out everything. Like we the dynamic duo. We got shit coming out. So
yeah, dude, I'm cooking on things. Some scoops, some interesting news stuff, some reviews, everything.
Yes, sir. But with that, any last words for the fine people before we get daddle?
Drink water. Hit the grass. Go touch some grass. Get some sun.
I don't know about the sun part, but everything else. But with that, let's get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your week, your weekend, month, year, life, all that. Bye-bye.
Peace.